tutorial on isolations and the variations of isolations. An isolation is when the hoop appears to hang in the air in front of you and not move, kind of like a bubble. It's generally done on the vertical plane, but since it's round, it can go in every direction. But for our purposes right now, we're going to work on isolations to the front. An isolation can be done with one hand, or it can be done with two hands. It can be done from the inside, and it can be done from the outside. It can be done with your arms together, and it can even be done where your arms appear to be going in opposite directions. Some of the variations that you can do with isolations is you can do turns with them. You can do a barrel roll. You can appear to squeeze it out to the sides. And you can even do step throughs. So, let's start with some simple two-handed isolations. We're going to start with our hoop in front of us, arms fully extended down. The top equal distance from our bottom is the bottom. Mulder. And then we're going to take our hoop, pretending like this is a clock, and up here is 12 o'clock, down here is 6 o'clock, over here is 3 o'clock, and over here is 9 o'clock. First we're going to practice just taking our hoop from 6 to 3 and back to 6. Then 6 to 9 and back to 6. You'll feel it pull the muscles across the upper part of your back here. You get a nice stretch. Keep your elbows almost locked and fully extended. This time we're going to try to keep our feet planted. We're going to try to take our hands all the way up to 12. And back down to 6. And then to the other side all the way up to 12. And then down to 6. Now when we're ready to pass this, we're going to go from 6 to 3. And you see how I moved my hand so I have one hand over the other, so it appears that I just have one arm. That's one way to do it. Another variation is I could hold it below the hoop so you see two arms. So I'm going to go from 3 to 12. And this hand turns to the outside and grabs the hoop so the back of the hands are facing you. Then I go to 9, take the back hand and put it over the front hand so that I have a single line again. Though again, I could put it below. Then down to the bottom to 6. 3, 12, 9, 6. You can also do this the other direction. 9, 12, 3, 6. You're going to find that you want to keep your arms fully extended and you're rotating from the shoulder, so it requires a fair amount of muscle strength to do this. So most folks tend to start out with it two-handed. But when you're ready to go to a one-hand isolation, we're going to try to go as slow as we can. And first we're going to go, we'll drop our left hand and let our right hand stay up. We're going to go up to 9 o'clock, down to 6 o'clock, up to 3 o'clock, and down to 6 o'clock. You probably noticed when you went up to 3 that that's the way that it felt the most heavy. We're turning our back of our hand out, pulling with the back of the upper arm here, the tricep, thank you. And you're going to get to a point where it feels like you just can't go any farther. Your hoop, the whole entire time, is on the pads, under your fingers. I want you to practice getting to this point and then balancing the hoop on the edge of the hand. And slowly roll the hand so that the back of the hand knuckles follow in the same rotation, and you come up between the thumb and take it right back to the palm, the pads under the palm. And then we're going to pull the hoop down to the bottom. So you'll get to where you kind of ride a little piece of centrifugal force right here at this point where you let go, it rolls over, and you use that motion to pull it on down. If I let it run up my arm, then it starts to come in towards my body. I start trying to recover it. So think about always landing in those pads. Now, this time I'm doing it backwards. So I'm going the opposite direction of where I was going. I'm going clockwise. I get to this point, and it should be on the pads under the hand, coming around the pointer finger, and I practice balancing it there for a second. Then let it go over the back of the hand. Then wrap the pads on it again and pull it down. Now, something that's neat to do with this is to practice also, you can stall. So I'm stalling on the 15-minute mark. I'm stalling at 3, I'm stalling at 9. You can also do this from the bottom. So we're coming up, we're stalling 9, 3, 9, 3. My arms are starting to get tired. Let's see, what else? You can also, so we've been working basically from the same place inside of the hoop. We can also work the hoop hand over hand, going from 10 minutes to 20 minutes on the hour. And if we just follow it on around, we can switch our handings, so both of them switch directions, and then we pull in the hoop up. I don't know what I'd do without Mulder to help me. Back over and pull down. So the trick is switching your handings. And we're also working here from inside the hoop, but if we just step back, we can do a movement from outside of the hoop. And if we hold on to the entire hoop at 6 o'clock, up to 12, and back to 6, keeping the hoop behind us the whole time, then we have an isolation barrel roll. So we're going 9, 12, 3, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6. Another isolation that you can do is we can appear to have our hands separate. And the way we do this is we're actually just hold it with one hand. I'm going to hold it with my left. Mulder, please come down. I'm going to hold it with my left, and my right is actually just sliding through it as they come down, and then I switch. Now I'm holding it with my right, my left is loose, and I meet back at the top. That's the last, oh, the step through. So we've got our hoop going nice and steady in front of us, and we lift up one foot while it's at the bottom. We can just step right through it. Keep it going at the same rotation. Break.